Life can feel like something that happens to us, not something we create. Sometimes the weight of circumstances, expectations, or past struggles convinces us that our path is already set. But there's a quiet power in realizing that life is not just happening to us. It's something we can shape, piece by piece, choice by choice. Today's story is about that power, the power to take responsibility for our own lives and rebuild ourselves, no matter where we start. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "In the long run, we shape our lives, and we shape ourselves. The process never ends until we die, and the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility." This quote reminds us that life is not a passive experience. Every choice, every action, every decision matters, and the process of becoming who we want to be is ongoing. As Maya learned, Maya grew up believing life happened to her. The family she was born into, the struggles she inherited, the circumstances she didn't choose. She carried them like heavy stones in a backpack she never asked to wear. For years, she told herself her path was already set. She stayed at a job that drained her. She stayed around people who belittled her dreams. She stayed small because she believed she had no say in who she could become. One evening, after a long day that felt like every day before it, Maya went for a walk. She passed a construction site, quiet, empty for the night, just steel beams and frameworks under a half-built roof. She stopped and stared, and in a strange way, something clicked inside her. That building wasn't finished. It was messy, incomplete, surrounded by dirt and chaos. But every day, someone added something, a beam, a wall, a window, and slowly, piece by piece, it was becoming what it was meant to be. And then she realized her life was no different. Her identity was no different. She was under construction too. Up until then, she had allowed others to decide the shape of her life. But from that moment on, she made a decision, a small one but a powerful one. She would become an architect of her own existence. She switched jobs. She left people who dimmed her spirit. She enrolled in a course she had always been scared to try. None of it happened overnight. Some days she made progress. Some days she slid backward. Some days she wanted to give up entirely. But each day she made choices, choices that were hers, choices that slowly rebuilt her life from the ground upward. And with every choice, she learned a truth she wished she understood sooner. Life doesn't just shape us, we shape it right back. This quote is a reminder that life is not something that simply happens to us. We are not passengers drifting through circumstances we cannot control. We are participants, we are builders. The circumstances you were born into, the struggles, the limits, the people telling you who you should be, none of that is your fault. But what comes next? What you choose from here, the actions you take, the decisions you own, that is entirely yours. And that is where your power lives. Many of us get stuck thinking that life is fixed, that change is impossible, or that someone else has the final say in who we become. Maybe you've stayed in a job, a relationship, or a routine that no longer serves you because it feels safe, or because you've been convinced you don't have a choice. Maybe you've hidden your dreams in the back of your mind, waiting for the right moment that never comes. Maya's story shows us something critical. Life is under construction. Your life, your identity, your future. And every single day you have a chance to add a beam, to lay a brick, to take one small step toward the person you want to become. This doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it happens overnight. Some days will feel like setbacks. Some days the weight of your choices will feel heavy and you'll wonder if anything is changing at all. But it's the accumulation of all those small intentional choices that build something real, something lasting. And here's the part that matters most. You don't need to get it right every time. You just need to show up. You just need to make one choice today that aligns with the life you want to build. It could be leaving something that no longer serves you. It could be starting a new project you've been afraid to try. It could be setting a boundary that protects your energy. Whatever it is, that small choice has ripple effects. That small action shapes the road you are walking. So as you reflect on this story, I want you to really feel it. The life you want isn't out there waiting for someone else to hand it to you. It isn't shaped by circumstance alone. It's shaped by your choices, by your persistence, by your courage to take ownership of each moment, even the messy ones. And the beautiful truth? Every single person watching this, including you, has the ability to build a life that reflects who you truly want to be. Step by step, day by day, decision by decision. It doesn't matter how small the step feels. What matters is that you take it. Because life is happening right now. And the choices you make today are the foundation for everything you will become tomorrow. You have the power to stop letting life shape you and start shaping it back. You have the power to stop waiting for permission and start owning your path. Your life is under construction, and you hold the blueprint. If Maya's story and this reflection spoke to you, don't let it end here. Take one intentional step today, just one. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be action that moves you closer to the life you want to build. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Try something you've been afraid to start. Speak up for what matters to you. Each choice, each step, is a beam in the foundation of your life. If this channel has given you a moment to pause, reflect, or see even a small light when things feel heavy, subscribe and stay connected. Together, we'll explore more stories, lessons, and reflections that remind us that the life we want is built one choice at a time. Your life is under construction, and the first step begins today.